Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Simeone. And it's Simeone. Aimed beyond the defence. Di Maria in acres of space out wide. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Ferran Torres, is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Van de Ven has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Acuna. That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Nantes have a free kick. Oh, he's taken it. Prados. And he's gone back. Bruno Fernandes! And the counter is on. Thierry Correa. Spread neatly. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Bruno Fernandes. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's Zaccagni. Good take and big chance! And the ball's come loose here. And a chance! He's looking wide. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Di Maria receives it in a wide position. And it's Rabiot. Rabiot carries the ball down the right. Now it's Fofana. Now, can they get him away? He could be in here. Ferran Torres had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
It's really nicely played. Bruno Fernandes. Benfica still without a single shot on target. Bruno Fernandes charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he opts to go forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Thinks about the shot. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Benfica with the corner, there first. And the shot! Di Maria. Nantes looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, played right into his path. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crossed into the box. Smith Rowe. Fofana. Oh, that pass isn't the best. 30 minutes gone. Fofana. Smith Rowe.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Acuna. Zaccagni. Played out to the right. Bruno Fernandes. Played into space out wide. Good ball, good take. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Smith Rowe. Zaccagni. Bruno Fernandes. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's been shifted off it. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Steaming on goalwards. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Prados to Rabiot. Looking to play him in. Araujo calmly anticipates. Pacho. Di Maria. Prados. Rabiot. And it's Walker. Di Maria. And it's Rabiot. Almiron.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely shaped ball. Can he get on the end of this? Chance! Oh, brilliant from Bruno Fernandes! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Deep into first-half stoppage time, a crucial goal. Truly superb. A goal of such And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Benfica really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Di Maria. Ouattara. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Taken back almost at once. Zaccagni. Acuna. Bruno Fernandes. Wriggles his way through. He is through here. Here's Zaccagni. Acuna. Played in. He's got tall. He will be livid with himself. Thierry Correa. Ouattara. Now it's Fofana. Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Smith Rowe. Almiron. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Smith Rowe. And he's only too happy to take that back. Acuna did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zaccagni, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Butland sends that a long way. Knocks it into space. Ouattara. Now that looks a decent ball. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref. Benfica really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Acuna, looking for options for movement. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely feet. Acuna gets into a good position. Hoisted in. Oh, it rattles the bar. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Ferran Torres. Zaccagni. In with the challenge. Bruno Fernandes, given the lift of his goal. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's shifting through the gears here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Kyle Walker. Rabiot. Correa gets over and intercepts. The message is clear, none shall pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Almiron. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And he's there to retrieve it. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. Fofana is the guilty party there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 32. Número 18. Número 19. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 14. Número 9. Número 43.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. No, he's not getting his way this time. Rafael Leao is onto this. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Benfica really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Takes a shot! Konsa. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. It's run loose here. Oh, super ball. Brilliantly cut out. Benfica are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Van de Ven. The final 5 minutes. Oh, that's a key interception. Out to the right. Threads one in. Hit into the middle. He rises! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Almiron tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Now the cross. Up he goes! It's loose, and it's been given... Has another go!
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box. Benfica really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now that's well seen too. And smartly reclaimed. And the referee brings it to a close. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, that's well spotted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nesta gets across to intercept that. And it's Rui Costa. And here's Hullet. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Vieri. Threads one in. Good ball, good take. Chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to this.
He's had a shot! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And he's done it again, he's got his second. So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they're at it again, in double quick time. No space, no problem, you just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That is a brilliant interception. That has not gone well. Rui Costa. Milan already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Vieri. Now this could be a chance. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Thuram. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Inzaghi.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Hullet. Hullet. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, he's bustling through here. Gattuso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a pretty loose pass. Milan looking to pass their way through. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Maldini. Milan finding their passes. Hullet. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! And they are right back within touch! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So is this the start of a comeback? Now that looks a decent ball. Chance to deliver.
A header! Oh, it's gone in! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Aimed beyond.
Great chance! It's in! Irrepressible, imperious, that's what makes him what he is!
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Tries to play it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Hullet. Ibrahimovic is onto this. And the whistle goes for half-time. Milan are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
And we are already promptly back underway. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. Seedorf. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rijkaard. To Rui Costa. Rui Costa is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now it's De Bruyne. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne goes on a charge down. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Hernandez. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Shevchenko. He's having a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the finish! And that has fair fizzed.
Thuram clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Decent chance! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
There's a sharp little ball here. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He won't be happy with that one. It's played through for him. Gattuso gets over and intercepts. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's been caught on it! Shot a goal! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
It's their
32.
second corner of the game.
Numero 20. Filippo Inzaghi. Numero 22. Pirlo.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
Now it's Rafael
Il numero
Leao.
7.
He's picked his way through.
Il numero 9.
Driving through the middle. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Oh, important interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Hernandez has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Big chance!
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Corner number 3 coming up. Milan are looking to go forward now. Hullet. Segal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So their fourth corner of the game. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Rafael Leao.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Played out wide. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Yildiz. Very much into the last knockings. No way through. Turan, the man that is tenacity personified. Rijkaard.
Il quarto uomo indica 4
Seedorf.
minuti di recupero.
Short changes him with that pass. Çalhanoğlu.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's managed to get free. That's travelling a long way. Quality ball. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Yildiz. Played into space out wide. And it's Hernandez. Here comes the cross. Oh, smashing header! Goal! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. It is going to need 30 more minutes. No winner after 90.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 5. Numero 2.
So our quest to find the winner continues.
Il numero 23.
Milan pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? That's a little off target. Great vision. That's been slipped through. He is through here. Delivered across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Seedorf works it forward. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. Gattuso. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rijkaard. And here's Van Basten. Now, there's a fine ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Rijkaard. And it's Seedorf. Passing is crisp and sharp. Seedorf. Seedorf cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift it.
And that's it for the first half of extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Ronaldinho touches it back. Calhanoglu. Oh, they could break here. Oh, that's fabulous. Calhanoglu. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Nesta makes the interception. Now it's Rafael Leao. He has found the way through. It's a good-looking delivery. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Ronaldinho. Oh, this is a great... There's the shot! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Milan go into the lead.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Batistuta. And the through ball. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, that's a fine interception. Can he get on the end of this? That's the end. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Oh, can he get onto this? No, that's been intercepted. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Messi has it out wide and in space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Goes for the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Zanetti. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's away! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Shevchenko. Shoots! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. It's played through for him. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good alertness. Now it's Shevchenko.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, what a mistake! And he's whipped it across. Defending of the desperate variety. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, he's burst through. And this is Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a lovely, neat pass. Cruyff. Big header! And he hits the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time. He's had a shot! And he thumps it clear. Ibrahimovic. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Danger averted for now. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Berry. And it's Pirlo. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hullet. Eto'o. Cruyff. And that pass just didn't quite work. Out to the right. Well read, nice interception. Quality ball. Now it's Eto'o. It's Rui Costa. Hullet. Rijkaard. Thuram. Messi. And he was quick to react.
Ci sarà un minuto di
Well, the
recupero.
ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, that's well spotted. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Eto'o. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. Berry is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Out towards the flank. He's gone for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Thuram. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Eto'o. Hullet dominates aerially so often. Cruyff. It's Pirlo. Cruyff. Well, that has not gone well. Hullet. Iniesta. And it's been played through. It's run loose here. Rijkaard. Cruyff has created one goal already. Hullet does well to get it back. Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Can he finish? No mistake! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
Maldini cuts it out. Eto'o receives it in a good position here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso. Rui Costa. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rui Costa takes control of it and he's on the move. Rui Costa. And he's in on goal.
Real chance! Goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Shevchenko. Zanetti providing an outlet on that flank. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Attenzione, un cambio.
This is their second corner of the game. Cleared away. He's having a go.
Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete.
Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Milan go into the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Iniesta has it in a wide position. Aimed in towards...
Oh, smashing header! And yes, it's there!
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Numero 4.
Well, that has changed the dynamics. And a chance!
Numero 20.
He should have put that one away.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Numero 10.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Numero 24. Rosicki.
And it's hoisted clear. Well, that pass isn't the best. Thuram. He's in a great position here.
There's the shot!
Now, who's going to be first to this? Fired deep towards the back post.
Here's the header!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And another try!
Corner number 4 coming up here. And here's Rosicki. Van Dijk. And that's really well manoeuvred. And now a sudden chance to counter. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And this is Bale. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Zanetti. Shevchenko. The ball has bounced loose now. And this is Bale. It's Bale! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Numero 6.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ibrahimovic. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's got the beating of his man. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cole. Now it's Bale. And no, that was never going to make it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cole. That's a nicely shaped ball. Dani Olmo gets through on his own. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very...